When you get into a relationship with a narcissist, they might idealize you in the beginning, but very soon they're going to devalue you, they're going to discard you, and they're going to replace you, because this is the pattern of behavior that all narcissists have. Every narcissist is different, but they're all going to cycle through this pattern in any relationship they have, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship. Anybody who deals with a narcissist is going to get a sense of how entitled they are, because they have these illusions of grandeur, because they're so grandiose. They're going to treat you poorly, whether they want to or not. When someone believes they're above you, they're going to treat you like you're below them. It's just a natural tendency, right? Anybody who believes they're above you is going to treat you like you're less than. We see this in all types of relationships, narcissism or not. When you have a job and your boss treats you like a subordinate, because at least in their mind, they believe they're better than you. If you ever hang out with a narcissist long enough, you'll start to get the sense that they're almost not there. And when they are there, they have this very childlike thing about them. They're almost innocent in a way. It's silly to say that someone so conniving and manipulative is innocent, but in certain aspects of their life, they are. Many narcissists never really grow up, in the sense that some of them don't even get a license, some of them never really get a career going. A lot of them don't even start families, at least not on purpose. They are very childlike in a lot of ways. They're very immature people. When someone is emotionally 5, 6, 7 years old, but they're in a grown person's body, it's very easy to confuse them for a normal person, especially someone whose whole personality is trying to put up a facade of sanity. It's easy to get caught up, especially if you fall in love with someone like this. They love bombed you in the beginning, but now it's such a long time later. Some people waste their whole lives confused why they can't get back the person they saw at the beginning of the relationship. The truth is, a narcissist will never go back to that original love bombing phase. They're always going to go through that cycle of idealization, devalue, discard, replace. Whatever stage of the cycle you're in right now, you're just going to go through it again and again. But some people never learn. Some people keep going back to the narcissist. And while there's no excuse for people abusing you, manipulating you, and hurting you, if you're stuck in a relationship like this, it honestly is more telling of who you are than who the narcissist is. Narcissist or not, when you keep repeating the same mistake over and over again, I think that has more to say about you than the person you're dealing with. There's also people who say, well, I only attract narcissists. I'm like a narcissist magnet. And I'm not trying to victim blame here. I'm honestly just trying to help whoever's watching this video by stating the fact that, let's say you are being just have a string of bad luck and all you do is run into narcissists. What type of places are you frequenting that you run into so many narcissists? Or maybe it's something about your childhood. Maybe you were raised by narcissists or just had a very rough childhood growing up and you are seeking the approval of a certain type of person. Whatever the cause may be, if narcissists keep showing up in your life, if you keep getting caught up in anybody, narcissists are not, their grandiose fantasies, or just people who are so full of themselves and manipulate others by putting up a false self. You see this everywhere. You see this in pickup artists who try to put up this facade of being a ladies' man. That could be seen as a form of narcissist. You could be getting caught up in just the lies and manipulation of the common man. The truth of the matter is, modern society has become very grandiose and narcissistic in general. A lot of people are stuck in these cycles of, even if they're not a narcissist, of idealizing, devaluing someone, because our brain has been accustomed to this very up and down, high dopamine style of living, a great way to spot a narcissist or just people who are very grandiose is to see if what they say is congruent with what they do. Meaning, if they say, oh, I'm the best at this or that, this activity, but you never see any physical evidence, you never see them doing that activity, you never see any of their accolades, whatever it may be. Narcissistic people, or just people who are just very grandiose in general, they're gonna say a lot of things, but they're never gonna come to fruition. That's really how a great way to spot grandiose behavior and narcissist is what they say congruent with what actually happens in the real world.